Welcome to Rhythm of Grace, where we live one moment, step, and day at a time, learning how to establish biblical rhythms in our lives. My name is Michelle, and I'm glad you're here. While you're here, please hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you can be made aware of new content when it comes on my channel. Today is day 41 in the R1017 study. Now, the study runs 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, and we are going through the entire New Testament chapter by chapter and verse by verse, and I'm inviting you to come along with us. It's a discipline to get this rhythm going, and it's easier when you're not doing it alone. So again, I'm glad you're here. Before we get into today's narrative, I have a question, and today's question is, are you a generous person? And yes, this has to do with how you relate to wealth. This is not a prosperity gospel message. I am only addressing this because this is where the narrative is going today. So we are in Matthew 6:22 through 24, and it says, "The eye is the lamp of the body. If your eyes are healthy, your whole body will be full of light. If your eyes are unhealthy, your whole body will be full of darkness. If then the light within you is darkness, how great is that darkness? No one can serve two masters. Either you will hate the one and love the other, or you will be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money." All right, so this passage has to do with how we are relating to wealth. And you might ask, how does this part of the verse relate to how we are dealing with wealth? Well, you have to look at it from the context within how it was written. So I'm going to give just a simple breakdown here on this short devotional. So when it says, if your eyes are healthy, the word healthy means generous. So Jesus is addressing generosity here. And when he says if your eyes are unhealthy, it means stingy. Now, that healthy and unhealthy all pertains also to darkness and light. So if your eyes are unhealthy, they're full of darkness. And if your eyes are healthy, they are full of light. And you can see this within the God's design of how our vision in the natural works. Like if you have 20/20 vision like I do, you can see things in really with a lot of clarity and full detail. And I can see things far and close. I don't need glasses. Like I don't have vision issues, but the contrasting condition is blindness. If you are blind, you cannot see. So there's a connection here between being stingy and being spiritually blind. And also, if you are generous, you are showing the love of God. Therefore, you are full of light, and that light is displaying the attributes of Christ to people around you. And I love the Christmas season. I love Christmas movies, and one of my favorite Christmas movies is a 1984 classic, and it is A Christmas Carol. Now, I'm pretty sure we have all seen this. It's a classic. I first saw it when I was a kid, and this stars Ebenezer Scrooge. And in the beginning of the movie, he is a very nasty person. He is very stingy. He's not kind. There's a lot of darkness that is displayed within his character. Well, by the end of that movie, he's very generous, and he is displaying what we would identify as light. He's more positive. He's happier. I mean, he's getting along with a lot more people. He's stepped out of being stingy and greedy, and he turned into somebody that was very, very generous. If you haven't seen that movie, it's a classic. Go watch that movie. So Jesus here is identifying that there is, darkness that is in being stingy, and then that there's something about being generous that is displaying a light. Now, who was he speaking to within this narrative? He was speaking to Pharisees. Now, we have to remember, Jesus was speaking to all types of people when he was saying these words, including the Pharisees. Now, earlier in this series, we have defined that the Pharisees were hypocrites, and they would do things for status. They were pretenders. They wanted to look holy. They wanted the status. They wanted to be respected. And the holier they could look and the more they could do, the more that they would climb their social ladder. And we've seen it and applied to fasting, and we're now seeing this applied to how they gave. So they were known for pretending to care, that while being obsessed with their status and how they could climb that social and quote unquote political ladder. And they were publicly posturing to be seen, going after personal gain. They were not giving out of a heart that was full of light. They were giving out of a heart that was full of darkness. My encouragement to you today is just check your heart when you are using your wealth, your finances to bless people, to give. What is your motive? Is it self-seeking, or is it truly a heart of generosity? The heart of generosity is something that the Lord is really wanting us to operate out of, and He's not calling us to be selfish. So that is what I have for you today here on Rhythm of Grace. Until next time, we live by the rhythm of grace, one surrendered minute, hour, and day at a time. Everybody, be blessed.